Welcome all you beautiful, healthy people. Today is another episode sponsored by Higher Power Raw Foods, and I'm Maria. And I will be showing you today how I've sprouted lentils, and that will be our main course for our meal today. So here we have green lentils, and I soaked those overnight on Tuesday, and you can see the little sprouts, the little tails coming out. So I soaked them Tuesday night, all day, all night, and then they were drained the next morning and rinsed thoroughly to get the phytic acid off of them. And then I just put them in this colander that is very helpful to me. It's a very nice tool, and it has legs on it, so it makes it really easy. It keeps it out of the water, and then I catch the water with the bowl. So then throughout the day, when I'm thinking of it, usually 4 times a day, I will rinse this and let the water fill up to the top of the bowl, and then just pour that water out and let them sit. You don't want them to sit in water. And lentils are high in protein and iron and folate, and they are a nice meal replacement for a vegetarian, and that's what we're all about. So I only took 2 cups, and let's see what we got out of that 2 cups once we soaked that. So I have a bowl here, and then we'll just measure it up, and you can see how they expanded. Nice living food. So it's about 5 cups from the 2 cups that we started from. So that kind of shows you could, if you want less, just do less. And I'm going to take this now, and what I did with the onions, I chopped them, and then I also chopped celery rather fine, and I soaked them in the coconut aminos. And that kind of softens the onion and the celery. And then I'm just going to throw that in. That's 1 cup of chopped onions, a half a cup of celery. And then mix that up. And I can see where this really, you could probably get by with 3 cups of sprouted lentils to that ratio, because that doesn't really go very far in there. And then I just chopped up some parsley. I'm going to throw that in the mix. And then starting in March, our farmers markets began, and I am part of that scene. So I go out there 3 times a week and meet a lot of wonderful people, and of course the farmers. And one of the farmers had tomatoes, and you know, at that time of the year, everybody has tomatoes. So I bought some, and then we dehydrated them, and I soaked, after they were softened up in water, then I drained them and I let them sit in some olive oil. So that's a nice option too. And I'm going to throw that in the salad. Give it a little color, or you can just use fresh chopped tomatoes if you so desire. And then I also like burdock root. It has an earthy taste, but it's also a nice addition. It's a great blood cleanser. So I like to mix up my food so I get a variety of fresh, healthy, organic food, and burdock is beautiful this time of the year. So I'm going to throw that in there. And I cut it up rather fine matchsticks, or you could just grate it on a grater if you'd like. Same way with the carrots. This is 1 carrot, and I did chop them pretty fine, as you can see. But you can grate them as well if you'd rather have that consistency. I also have red pepper that I chopped. Throw that in there. That's 1 red pepper. You can see how this is growing, this salad. And you know, you can add olives to this. You can add cucumber, whatever your heart desires. It's just up to you. These are just a few of the ingredients. It adds some nice color. And last but not least, this is Spectrum's organic olive oil, and I'm just going to drizzle, oh, probably around a tablespoon-ish. And no exact on that. That's for you to decide if you even want oil. It's not necessary, but I like the flavor. Sometimes you have to mix it up a little. And then, speaking of flavor, I like to add balsamic vinegar to this particular salad. It's really a nice flavoring for the lentils. So it looks like about 3 tablespoons should do it. And this is up to you. Just taste it after too, see if it's suitable for you. This is all about you. And you can, if you don't want to use this, you can also use lemon juice. I'm going to put that in my next salad. So there we have it. As you can see, you will have a lentil salad for days if there's only 2 of you. This is what was left when I marinated the onions and the celery. So you can just take a couple of tablespoons, maybe 3, and add it to this for a little more flavor. And that's the salad. Now we're going to put it on a bed of greens. Today I chose the baby greens, the Go Girl Organic, something like that. And I like her greens. You know, this is pretty good. And boy, am I hungry. We worked hard today. We're getting ready for the market, so it was cracker day today. We made 7 different crackers. So, and then just put some color on the top so it presents well. And there you have your salad. And here we have kale, fresh green kale. And I cut it into little pieces. You can just chop it into bite-sized pieces. That's really nice. And then I'm going to drizzle a little of the organic olive oil. And I also really do like the toasted sesame oil. It adds some nice flavor to the kale. But today it's olive oil since our theme is and just massage this, get your hands working really good in there. And then we're going to put a couple of tablespoons of lemon juice in there. Give it a little flavor. 3 tablespoons. And then we'll just put 1 of the liquid aminos. Yeah, what the heck, let's do 2. All right. We'll just let this sit here for a minute. And you can see it's starting to get limp. It's more absorbable when you really massage that. And you get a little workout here too. That's fun. Okay, and this was just 1 bunch of kale, by the way. Okay. So next we're going to take some sesame seeds and just sprinkle them over the kale that you've thoroughly massaged. Set that aside for a minute. And now here I have 4 cups of beets. And for me that was about 6 smaller beets. And I threw it in the food processor and chopped it up rather than grating it. I don't like the texture of grating. It's just too fine for this salad. So I just chopped it up, and you can see here what it looks like. And now I'm going to take a couple of tablespoons of olive oil to the beets, fresh organic beets. And you can see these recipes are very simple. And then a tablespoon of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons, excuse me. I'm looking at it and realizing needs a little more. But beets are really good for the vascular system, and I either juice or eat them almost every day, like the beets. And I'm going to put a tablespoon of that coconut aminos. And now you have a nice salad. Very simple. And you can put it on top of your kale. It's very lovely in the center of the kale. And you could garnish this with a lemon. I'm just thinking of the things I should have, could have, would have done. And that's one of them. A nice slice of lemon across here would be very lovely. And there you have your salad. And look how easy all that was. And I thank you for joining us. And here's to your health.